How do we interpret the fact that there's still it doesn't even seem like there's even talk of a face-to-face meeting between Putin and Zelensky?
Well, I think that the result of the Alaska meeting has been nothing. It was a photo op that produced no results. And, in Putin's comments coming out of China, it doesn't appear that this is a man that wants to sit down with President Zelensky and have any meaningful conversation about ending this war. And on the ground, the attacks just keep elevating.
And is there any reason for optimism that there might be an end in sight to this war?
Unfortunately, I don't see any optimism or any encouragement. The fact that President Macron is now bringing in everybody else to talk about it, I think it's a good news. But, let there be no doubt that there's going to be anything positive coming out other than the West is showing solidarity behind Zelensky. The United States doesn't seem to have any leverage, and Putin is driving the ship.
Is there any more sanctions or anything that could have an influence on this?
Sanctions could certainly drive this, Putin to the table. But again, I'm not convinced that, President Trump wants to actually use that lever to actually force his friend to the table. So again, it's not encouraging.
And on the ground, is Ukraine still struggling? It seems like that's been the case for the last little while.
They are firing an awful lot of missiles to take down drones and missiles. The question is, how long can they keep doing this? And it seems that, Russia now has a supply of both drones and missiles after they lost a lot at the beginning of the war, that they're trying to overwhelm the air defense systems of the Ukrainians, and the ground forces continue to take ground away from the Ukrainians.
And with the murder yesterday of the Ukrainian politician, does that look like it was a Russian job?
Whether it was or not is probably less important than the fact that, they actually went after and got a politician who will send reverberations through the Zelensky leadership. It sends a strong message to the people that their elected officials are now at threat. And again, that puts more pressure on Zelensky. So in a way, regardless who pulled the trigger, Russia comes out looking better.
Okay, General, thank you as always for your insight. Appreciate it.
Roger, thank you.
Retired Major General David Fraser, our CTV military analyst.